YouTube, it's PowerBricks and I'm back with another LEGO Megazord review. And today we're going to be taking a look at part 2 of the Shinobi Sentai Shurikenger, or the Power Rangers Shuriken Storm series. This here is a very special Zord. I call this the Grand Ronin Megazord. It is really, really cool. We have this huge white crane. We have a magenta stag beetle and a blue shark. This is more so a turquoise. It's not technically blue, but it's still blue. You get the gist. But it's a turquoise shark. I will be size comparing these to the last swords, and it's really cool. I cannot wait to get into this. It's going to be awesome. And oh my gosh, is this an absolute masterpiece. Alright, so here is the original team for the Shinobi Sentai Shurikenger, or Power Ranger Shuriken Storm. We have the red tiger ninja, the blue dragon ninja, and the yellow harrier. So these are really cool though, for the most part. I did a little lore for them. So they all come from this place called the Forest Dojo, and these are the Forest Shinobi. You can see how they look. And I also added some swords on their backs. We didn't get swords last video, so this video has swords. I knew they were missing something. Swords. I forgot to color their morphers because I just drew them on their wrists too, but that's fine. I'm not tripping. But these are the Rangers. So the next set right here are their auxiliary Zords and their well, it's really the kimono stars. I wanted to show you these because we have more. We have the tiger, dragon, harrier, squid, cuttlefish, frog, turtle, butterfly, starfish. I still gotta build this one. Now, the next set of kimono stars are these right here. We have the crane, the stag, the bear, the viper, the Hercules, the shark, the falcon, and the kabuto. I might make a panda. I think I really should make a panda. I feel like a panda would be the icing on the cake or something. And I want to make a black bear mode to go with the bear Zord. Before I drop this, it doesn't even matter. You're going to see it. All right, so let me build that. God willing, that is the plan. So this right here is the morpher for the secondary team. Quick little comparison before I show you guys the Rangers. This is the OG Ninja Morpher, and there is their secondary morpher. Not theirs, but this is for the other team. So, not technically a team, but let me just get into it. Alright, boom. So here are the other Rangers. This is the White Ronin, which is one of my favorites. He is the White Ranger of the set. You see he has a hat on his back. He can also wear it and do like this Kung Lao thing. The hat kind of slices you up. It's also a wind-based kind of thing. There's the crane symbol right there. You can see his stars on his chest. He has a nice sword on the back of his hip. Pretty nice. They come from the Mountain Dojo, him and Magenta. So here's the Magenta Ninja, which is the Stag Beetle. You can see right there. Very Ninja Storm-esque. I love it. I love Ninja Storm. It's probably one of the best series. So yeah, Stag Shinobi, and over here is a special one. This is the brown samurai. He's a brown ninja, but you know what I'm saying? Samurai type. Look at his little samurai thing going on there. But yeah, he is the brown one. He's from the Cave Dojo. There's also another one, which is the Hercules Ninja. I have to make that one, but he's actually pretty cool. He's not even a ninja. He's gonna really be a shogun. He's supposed to be a shogun master kind of guy. He's gonna be really strong and cool. But yeah, he's also evil, by the way. And then he turns good, and then the master joins them. Something like that. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. Not really too much lore, but that's pretty much it for the designs. These are all of the Rangers right here. Red, blue, yellow, white, magenta, and brown. And there's one more, which is a mixture of black, crimson, and the dark blue. I was going for a mixture of Blake and Hunter. So Hercules and Kabuto, these two are also linked together. They combine with all of the Zords to create an Ultra Zord, and there's also a thing where they can combine together to make a bigger beetle. It's pretty cool. And they can also go onto the Bears trailer. It's pretty cool. But I got some dope stuff for this set. I can't wait to do it and show you. But anyway, let's get into the Zords. I feel like I said too much anyway. So these are all of the Zords that we have unlocked so far, and there are 6 in total. Yes, 6 beautiful Zords, and I think that all of them are really well constructed. They all fit very well for this wave, and I think that they all scale together very nicely. Of course, the tiger is one of the longest out of all of them. It is absolutely huge. You can see me holding it. But then we have this massive bird. This thing is huge, at least almost the size as a real cockatoo. It's probably the size of almost a real bird. Probably not. I'm gonna cause a little bigger, but it's pretty big, man. That is a huge sword. Over here we got the long blue, beautiful dragon. And then right here we have the beetle and all of the others. So overall, it looks really, really good. I love the set so far, and I cannot wait to show you more. So we're going to start off with these two, which is the giant crane and the magenta stag. As I said before, the shark is an auxiliary, so it's not primarily needed for this point of the video. You'll just see it a little later when it's time to use the auxiliary mode. But anyway, let's get into it. So here is our stag beetle. It is really nice. It's magenta for the most part. There are rubber working treads, so it is pretty cool. It can roll around. There's a nice shell, and then there's this star gimmick right here. And also the pincers can open all the way up like this, and they can snap shut easily. So that's also pretty cool. And if I want to, I can transform it into that Japanese stag beetle. It's like a forest stag or something like that, where the horns go upwards. And I thought that one was pretty cool too. So I put these on there so it can look like this. Pretty sweet for the most part. I can even do it like this if I wanted to, but yeah, that is nice. I like the design on those. But anyway, let's try out the rolling. So just point the camera down. It rolls quite nicely, very easily. You can see it moving. But yeah, really nice working treads on this beautiful Zord. Absolutely beautiful. The eyes are right here, by the way, guys. You guys might not be able to see it, but those are the gold eyes right there on the side. And then we have the mouth right here, which does open up and it closes so we can eat. Yeah, so that's it for the magenta. So here is the white crane, which is absolutely massive. Oh my gosh, where do I even start with this thing? I'm trying to adjust my camera because it's acting funny. Okay, but yeah, this thing's actually pretty big, man. This is a massive Zord. Nice details on there. You can see there's gold, there's gunmetal gray, very reflective on the chest. There's also a little bit of silver bits, and there's some more gold and gunmetal gray. The wingspan on this is insane. I'm about to show you. So articulation, as I said, there is a wingspan, so I will get to that, but there is also head articulation. The neck can move. It can tilt his head in many different ways. If I wanted to, I could also take the hat off, and it's just an actual bird, you see, but I prefer to have the hat on because of Kung Fu Panda. It's really cool, and shout out to Kung Lao, yep, from Mortal Kombat. The mouth also, let me move it around, the mouth also opens and closes, which is really nice. Great feature added to the Zord here, I believe. Okay, now that wingspan I was talking about, pow, look at that. This is crazy, man. Just look at this wingspan on this freaking bird. This is a huge wingspan. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, this Zord actually is a huge inspiration from Abu Reno, I think. No, that's the original one. Trent's Megazord, you know, the white Dragozord thingy from Dino Thunder. Yeah, it's based off of that. I did a huge white crane and a magenta beetle to kind of keep that colorway of the stego in this. So yeah, Dino Stegozord, I think that's what they called it. I don't know. But the crane also has legs that are articulated. Besides the wings, there are also cannons right there. There are cannons that work right there on the wings. They are able to bend on all these different points of articulation. He can also mask himself. Voila, señorita. Yes, but it's actually pretty cool for the most part. Now, leg articulation. This thing is super heavy, man. I'm telling you, this is a big bird. All right, there's a lot of articulation. You see, he's just dancing around. But let me get there. So, the legs do articulate. They bend like that. Then there's articulation here, and individual toes. Back right there, there is a little bit there without me unplugging it. I can't really get it, but yeah, see, that's not supposed to happen. But yeah, there is foot articulation. You get the gist of it. Okay, there's foot articulation. There's also tail articulation, which is pretty neat for the most part. Beautiful. And there's also a waist, but that's really all for transformation. I don't want to mess with the waist too much. Nah, I don't. It just boom. Okay, so yes, that is it for our beautiful bird. Now, let us get to the shark. So here is our little turquoise shark Zord, which is really cool. I love this Zord. It has a very unique function, and I think it brings a lot of character to the Megazord as a whole. Absolutely beautiful. Just look at that. Red eyes. We got silver like a gunmetal gray, turquoise, gold, very reflective. You guys can see. He does look super streamlined. There are some silver pieces on the side of the Zord. You can see they are reflective. A nice metallic silver there. Can't go wrong. And also at the end of the tail, there's some black, a lot of gold gills. I really like this Zord. It's actually pretty darn neat. All right, that's it for the little shark Zord because he doesn't do much. So here is the Ronin Master Megazord. I don't know what I said earlier, but forget that name. Alright, that's the official name that I wrote down. The Ronin Master Megazord. So this is actually a really, really nice, beautiful Zord, and it actually has a great take on the Aburen Killer, whatever it's called. The Dynamo Stegazord that they call Trenchzord, yeah, but it has a nice aura to it. Really like this Zord. So articulation is simple. Well, it's actually a lot. The arms can move in and out. They can move upwards. Of course, he has his crane sword, which is pretty nice. He can move up and down. Whoa! He also has leg articulation, but you knew that. All right. So look, we got. So got a little head articulation. It can look up. It can look down. It can look side to side, and all around. All that cool cool stuff. There is some nice head articulation there. There's also, whoa, come on, stand up, buddy. There is elbow articulation to a degree. Yeah, it goes all the way up. I gotta be very careful with the elbows. Boom, but it works. There's also a little bit of wrist movement. There are individual fingers. Yes, you know it. Individual fingers. It can do that thingy. Yes. There's also same on this arm. And then there is leg articulation. So let me show you. The legs kick forward and they can also bend, which is pretty sweet. As you know, there is toe articulation. But yeah, the legs bend pretty nicely. I think they look beautiful. This is a nice sword. But there is more to it. There is more to it. There's also a upper waist rotation and also lower waist. So it can still do that punching and kicking gimmick that the other one can do. Yes, the other one, which is the bear one, it doesn't do that. But it's not as posable as these guys, but it's still actually pretty cool. It does have a lot of arm articulation though. It feels a lot better to use his arms on that Zord than the others. But they're actually all pretty sturdy, so what am I saying? I'm just talking crap. But yeah, there's also a little spin gimmick here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I was going for Cam's Megazord from the Ninja Storm mixed with Trent from Dino Thunder. I thought it would be a really good combo. Now, let's check out the Shark Zord. Okay, so the aura on this just intensifies to almost 1000, but this colorway is absolutely beautiful. I had to use it. If you guys know about Dino Thunder or Ava Ranger, you know that they had a Stegosaurus formation that combined with this, and it was really cool. Not Stegosaurus, the Dimetrodon, my bad. Dimetrodon and the Stegosaurus, you know, there's like that colorway that it has with the white, the magenta, and the blue. It just looks really, really good on this sword. And this Zord looks absolutely menacing. The face sculpt is incredible. I love the head sculpt with the teeth, the red eyes. It just looks really, really cool. And I think that this is probably one of my favorite Zords ever in this wave. There's another one. They're all pretty good. That's the thing. I love Ninja Storm. So anything like Ninja Storm and Dino Thunder, I'm a sucker for. So I'm going to make a lot of Zords based off of that. But yeah, for the most part, it has a second sword that I built, which is identical to the last sword for the original team, which is pretty cool, and I will size compare the two. But yeah, this is the first auxiliary Zord, which is the Shark Sword. There is another cool little mode with the wings. I do like to bring them out right here. I forgot to show you before, but he can also obviously fly. So yeah, this Zord is very capable of flying around and slicing at high speed, which is really cool, and I think that it's nice. This just looks so damn clean. That's this, oh my gosh. There we go, there we go. Now look at that wingspan. This is just a beautiful freaking Zord, man. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine if we ever got this series in Sentai and everyone was able to get their hands on something like this? But of course, you know, it will look better because it's going to be official by Sentai if it was ever a thing. But just imagine the hype behind this Megazord. The resale price, it would be insane. Absolutely insane. The engineering is there. It's really, really good. I like this sword. It's pretty nice. All right, so bring the wings down. They also go all the way up too. I like to use this for a different mode with auxiliaries, but I'll just keep them down for now. But yeah, this is the Zord. It looks really, really sweet. Now let's size compare it to its friend, I guess. So here's the size comparison between the two, and this one is obviously way larger than this guy. Even though this guy is completely awesome, like there's nothing wrong with this sword at all. You know, it's beautiful, it's a masterpiece. But this right here is absolutely huge. They're so big that you guys, I can't even fit them within my white frame sometimes, you know. Maybe if I move it over just a little bit. Just a little bit, okay. Yeah, but these guys are absolutely insane. They're huge. All right. Other than that, there isn't much else to go over. We really start having fun with this wave. Even though this wave is completely awesome, we have a lot more fun with the auxiliaries because of there's this gimmick that they're all armor. So any of the Zords can wear the armor, and it's really cool. And that's like the freaking icing on the cake there. And just another quick size comparison, I will take the shark off so that you guys can see the original head, so that you guys know that the size comparison is still the same. He's still a little taller, and he has head articulation. This one doesn't have head articulation, but yeah, they're both pretty good. You already know, I freaking love this Zord. I love Ninja Storm so much. I freaking love ninjas, period. Oh my gosh, I'm geeking right now. But I freaking love these things. They are absolutely beautiful. One of my favorite Zords, this entire channel, all my favorite Zords are coming out of this wave. Like, I really love Ninja Storm. Like, that's the one I remember when I was a little boy. When I first started remembering Power Rangers. I always knew Mighty Morphin because I had an older brother who liked it and a sister. But when I really got into it, I was like Ninja Storm. I was young. I was like, yeah, the music, the Megazord, I can never get it because I just didn't have it in my budget. But now that I'm older, I can build it, or I could buy it, but I wouldn't buy it personally. But I would build it. And this is what I want to do with it. This is my version of the Ninja Storm. And, you know, it's stealthier. You know, why have the same thing when you can have something exotic and new? So, yep, that's pretty much it for this video review. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Okay, guys, so I finished the Megazord. It is absolutely insane. This thing is massive. It's bulky. It has a huge trailer at the end of it, and it's just really cool. I love it so much, and you guys are gonna love it too. I can also put this new Zord on there, which is the Kabuto. I mean Hercules. And then I could put this guy on there too. Now this is the Kabuto. And now he just pulls all of these Zords in one. This here is definitely one of my favorites. It is huge, massive, and super creative. I love the Megazord, and I cannot wait to review this one next.